Hello, welcome to Media Academy Online. Today we're going to dive into Apple TV and as a sort of reaction video just to see how it all looks and feels and what our thoughts on it basically. So yeah.
Great. And this is a very different kind of thing where it's not like any other streaming service that is chock-a-block of content. We're looking at like, what is it? Like 8 different movies, shows.
Yeah, well, let's open her up and let's see what we see.
Yeah, let's do it.
Basically, we got just a big, you call it a splash page or
Yep.
Morning Wars, the first show, C, Dickinson.
So you can see a completely different approach to their content than all of the other services.
Yeah, like we're so used to seeing, you know, a whole bunch of thumbnails. It's crammed in, all the content. Obviously, Apple doesn't have the content.
No.
So what do?
And I was very surprised that they didn't even try and get any other content from other players in it.
Very weird, very strange.
Services. I really was fully expecting them to get third-party content as well.
Yeah, I thought they would have at least backed themselves with the other content at least. So, you know, because not everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm going to sign up to this just to watch this one show. Yeah. Or these 2 shows. You know, and there's not much range.
Scrolling here, like they look like high quality like shows. Haven't seen any of them yet, but they do look like really high end content.
Yeah. I mean, they're all going to be they're all going to be better than.
They kind of they feel like they're going to be like the new age HBO.
Yeah. That's what they're going for, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I personally don't think that they're betting on people to sign up to their services. I reckon they're plussing their current services on the current, product line. And because when you buy a new Apple product, they're giving you 1 year's access to this.
That's basically the way they're going to stay in the running, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about, here, this is an extra for you to buy an iPhone or an Apple TV box or whatever it might be.
So while you're at it, get the extra data and get the bigger deal or something. Get the package, get the bigger package because we throw these things in as well.
Yeah. I guess if we just start playing something, see how that experience is.
Yeah. Let's just have a quick little spiel about that.
So this is an issue that we've had
straight away,
and I don't know. This does not seem like a thing. But I've tried to log in here. I'll put in my details. I put my card details in. And it says it won't accept a debit card. The card that is designed to work on the internet and has worked for everything that exists on this planet isn't working. Now, Apple, is this a thing that you don't expect people to use debit cards and we're all walking around with credit cards? Because that's not what we do.
It's not very realistic.
Or is this a bug or is this really what you're doing to us?
It doesn't seem right to me because you use your debit card for iTunes and App Store and all that stuff. So I don't see what the difference
Why do they need my deets again anyway? It doesn't make sense.
You've already got all my information.
That's the thing. I was able to log in fine on my iPhone, but as soon as you want to use something like a browser, we get into a paywall. Maybe we might have to continue this on my phone. Let's do that. Right, so it's a slightly different experience going onto the phone. We don't have that scrolling content that was just stood out there. It's much more of I guess, what you'd expect the content to be displayed on, like a typical iPhone app.
Yeah.
I don't feel it's as elegant.
It doesn't feel as elegant, does it?
No, as that it is on the browser, but I guess you got more real estate. But again, you could have. I'm sure if scrolling would have worked fine as well.
I just don't understand why the logo needs to be so big.
Yeah, and why there's so much text. Yeah. Like you can't read all that text. Why show us that text?
Yeah. It's kind of just crowding it just to fill space. I feel like this is majorly a work in progress.
It's a bit of a shame because this is Apple and that's design's meant to be their thing, but this doesn't feel like a well designed.
No, I feel like they're hurried to get this out.
Comparing it to Disney Plus, completely, this is worlds apart.
Well, for starters, you get the option of 6 programs or whatnot, and it's just repeated throughout the.
And for the marginal difference in price, But again, I'm not expecting them to expect a lot of people to sign up to it because no one's going to sign up for that many
They're basically just, it's almost like, it's obvious. They're just releasing their own one for future and just to sort of stay in the race, basically. Otherwise, it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get at least a foothold.
And this is very crowded again.
Yeah.
There's all this extra stuff related. I don't need all this. Like, this is built into their current TV app, so there's third-party content on
I was going to say, like, all this is not...
That's all their third-party content that's on their iTunes. Which is fine, but again, it's not the experience you're expecting for a streaming service.
And for Apple, you know, like they are supposed to be the king of design and simplicity.
Yeah, and this is not it.
And this is not reflecting that model.
And then I don't know why I can't log in on my Apple device. I can't log in on my Apple device. I have to use my iPhone. But let's play something, see how that goes.
Older than 15.
Well, I'd like to think I am.
Yeah.
Mentally, maybe not, but
yeah,
it's a different thing.
I've been wanting to watch this show, actually.
Yeah, we'll just let it play a little bit and see how
I'm not signing up to Apple to watch it, though.
No. I'll probably end up cancelling this as soon as I'm done with this trial.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the reviews of this show, out of curiosity?
A little bit, so I knew about it going in. Yeah, I was interested.
Yeah.
I watched one of the ads and I was like, yeah.
It seems like not something that everyone's going to rave about. It's very HBO, but...
Yeah, very HBO.
But it's something...
another one of those.
Well made, yeah. I'm sure it'll be well made. Where HBO, they're kind of watering down their content a lot now when they're making their own streaming service with like Warner Brothers or something.
Okay.
And so they're going to mix in all these other content in there. So it won't be as what we know. HBO is going to change, I reckon.
Yeah.
When they get all this extra content on their own streaming service and
the whole model will change.
Yeah. And so I think Apple will probably stay with their walled garden of high-end content. But yeah, no, I guess it's always going to be an extra for them.
Yeah.
I can't see it as being a real big money maker for them, especially when they're not willing to have third-party content on there.
Yeah, it's obviously just like you were saying, it really does have that feel.
It's funny, but it's strange because Apple, they rewrote what it was for the music industry when they came out with iTunes.
Yeah.
And they've already got all this content which you can like rent on iTunes. Why didn't they just strong arm the industry and work out some other?
Seems a bit funny, doesn't it?
Why they've got so much power? They could have really made a streaming service to rival everyone else's, and I don't know why they haven't.
They really could have. You're right. They really could have just strong armed.
Yeah.
And really just. I mean, fuck. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works, but.
Yeah.
I suppose there must be a reason why they didn't do that. There's got to be. Why would they... I don't know. Just it's not making sense to me.
And they've got so much money too. They could have outbidded anyone for any content.
It's almost like they're like not so phased by it.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, we'll be there. Yeah. We will be there, but we're not going to take over. Maybe they got something on the back burner. Maybe they're playing the waiting game and just like letting Disney come out. Let all these other ones sort of do their thing, and then they're just sort of slowly perfecting. Because
it's very strange, because I was waiting for that day where they just really push it and just throw shit at you. And the only thing that I saw was in Federation, Southern Cross Station. They had a poster up for
I've seen a couple of billboards.
Yeah, so they've got a few just public ads there for
bit of awareness out there.
But apart from that, hasn't really been much else. When Disney Plus, now that's out, I'm seeing it everywhere. They're really giving that a crack. I've seen it in shopping centres. I'm seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
It is strange. Very strange indeed.
So it's kind of like, what are you? You're not really a streaming service.
I feel like they've sort of...
They don't know what they are.
I feel like because they've got iTunes and all this sort of stuff...
They don't want to cannibalise their original content.
It's like, do we risk damaging what we've already got out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll just do something small, a little testing ground,
Yeah.
and see how everyone else reacts to it, and then we react from that.
So, I guess moving on, we'll just see what happens from here, I suppose. They might have a bigger game that's getting played.
It is Apple, so of course they're going to have a bigger game.
So
they're not just going to be like, oh, here's 6 shows, we won't do much more with it.
Yeah.
Next year, I mean, we're going to start seeing lots of stuff happening, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, on initial, like, we gave a number, a review for the Disney one, didn't we?
Yeah.
I gave an 8.
I was 7.5.
You were 7.5.
This one pushing 5 maybe.
I'm going to say, like, what do I rate it on? Like, Disney, I'm just sort of rating on
what we know, yeah.
This, I'm not seeing much positives apart from a couple shows there which have sparked some interest, but apart from that, I'm not dying to see them.
Which, I know they're not charging much, you know, they're charging $5 in US, but for us it's, what was it, like $8 or something?
Yeah.
But that's still a lot of money for this many programs.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to be signed up to Netflix, Disney.
At this stage, it feels like they should have thrown these in for us, for any Apple user for free.
Yeah.
Just say, here, we're happy you're on our service, have this content.
Come on board, you know, download the app.
Yeah. But they didn't, they just...
I'm going to give this like a stiff... a stiff 4.
Stiff 4.
Yeah, because like, what am I rating it on? Like, I don't like the feel of it, like the look of it isn't cool.
No, I can't log in. I can't.
Yeah,
they don't want to take my money.
We've had that issue, and after looking at Disney, it's just like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
So look, I'm rating it a 5, and that's only because the content looks good, and that's without watching any of it.
Yeah,
I'm going off just the fact it looks like top-notch quality content.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
All right. Well, I guess that's the video.
Why does the logo need to be so big?
Why does the logo need to be so big?
I know it's Apple TV Plus.
That's a bit glitchy though.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Come on, guys. That's a poor... Anyway.
Thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do me a solid. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Or just watch some of these videos here.